Money can be complicated, but it does not have to be. If you have ever found yourself wondering how much you should spend, save, or set aside for your goals, then the 50-30-20 rule might be the simplest budgeting tool you will ever need. It does not rely on spreadsheets or financial degrees. All it needs is your monthly after-tax income and a little bit of honesty about your spending habits. Once you understand how it works and apply it consistently, this rule can become the financial foundation that leads to stability, peace of mind, and long-term growth. So what exactly is the 50-30-20 rule? In its simplest form, it breaks down your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. That is it. It is straightforward, easy to remember, and incredibly effective when followed with discipline. But the real magic lies in how it adapts to different lifestyles and income levels, giving everyone from college students to working parents a framework to take control of their finances. Needs are the essentials, the non-negotiables. These are the expenses you must cover to survive and maintain a basic standard of living. Think rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, groceries, basic transportation, insurance, and minimum debt payments. It is what you would still need to pay even if your life had to be stripped down to its most basic form. For example, let us say your after-tax income is $4,000 a month. That means, according to the 50-30-20 rule, $2,000 should be allocated toward your needs. Suppose you pay $1,200 in rent, $150 for electricity and water, $100 for gas or public transport, $300 for groceries, and $150 for health insurance. That adds up to $1,900. You are within the limit, which is good. But if your needs are totaling $2,500 or more, you're going to have a problem. It means your lifestyle is outpacing your income. You would either need to cut down those expenses or increase your income to bring your budget into balance. Many people fall into the trap of believing everything is a need. But distinguishing between needs and wants is key. Your subscription to a streaming service is not a need. Neither is dining out or that gym membership with towel service. It may feel necessary, but financially it is not. Needs are purely about survival and financial obligations you must meet. Want are the fun things, the upgrades to life that make it more enjoyable but are not essential for survival. This includes dining out, entertainment, shopping, travel, subscriptions, hobbies, and even your daily coffee if it is more about comfort than necessity. With our $4,000 income example, that gives you $1,200 for wants. That is not a small amount. It means you can enjoy your life while still being responsible. Let us say you spend $200 a month eating out, $100 on streaming subscriptions, $300 on weekend outings or concerts, $200 on shopping, and another $100 on a monthly hobby like a dance class or gaming. That is $900 total, which is comfortably within the $1,200 limit. You still have $300 left for spontaneous spending, maybe a small vacation fund, or treating yourself once in a while. But this is where discipline comes in. Wants can easily spiral out of control. It is tempting to justify every expense as a need or think you deserve every indulgence because you worked hard. That is how people end up living paycheck to paycheck, even with a decent income. By capping your wants at 30%, you create room in your budget to enjoy life now without sacrificing your future. This is arguably the most important category. It is about securing your financial future and reducing your liabilities. The 20% here covers retirement contributions, building an emergency fund, saving for big purchases like a house or car, investing, and paying down debts beyond the minimum payments. So from your $4,000 income, $800 should go toward this category. A smart way to allocate this might be $300 to a retirement account, $200 toward building or maintaining your emergency fund, $100 into an investment account, and $200 extra toward credit card or student loan debt. If you're just starting out and do not have much saved, focus on your emergency fund first. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of expenses in a separate savings account. That is your financial safety net. Once that is built, turn your attention to investing and accelerating debt repayment. Every dollar you put into this category is a dollar buying you freedom. Freedom from worry from creditors and eventually from needing to work for every dollar you spend. Now, let us look at some real-life scenarios. Meet Sam. He is 26 years old, single, and working in marketing in a mid-sized city. His after-tax income is $3,600. Using the 50-30-20 rule, he allocates $1,800 for needs, $1,080 for wants, and $720 for savings and debt repayment. His rent is $1,100, utilities and internet total $200, transportation is $150, groceries cost him about $300, and insurance is $50. That puts his needs at $1,800 exactly. For wants, he spends $200 on eating out, $100 on subscriptions, $300 on travel and weekend fun, and $400 on shopping and personal hobbies. That is $1,000. The remaining $720 goes into savings, $300 into retirement, $200 into his emergency fund, and $220 towards student loans. It is a well-balanced budget. He is enjoying life, building for the future, and not overstretched. If Sam gets a raise or a bonus, he might decide to increase his savings percentage, accelerate debt payoff, or upgrade his lifestyle moderately while staying within the 50-30-20 framework. Next, let us look at Sarah and Mike, a married couple with 2 children. Together, they bring in $7,000 after taxes. That gives them $3,500 for needs, $2,100 for wants, and $1,400 for savings and debt. Their mortgage is $2,000, utilities and internet $400, groceries $800, transportation $200, and insurance $100. That is $3,500 in needs. For wants, they spend $300 on streaming and entertainment, $500 on family outings, $300 on personal hobbies, for $100 on vacations. They save it monthly, and $600 for miscellaneous spending. That is $2,100. Their savings and debt budget goes toward $500 extra on student loans, for $100 to a joint retirement account, $300 to their kids' education fund, and $200 to their emergency fund. They are living a full life with their children, staying out of debt trouble, and planning for the future. Now meet Jordan, a college student earning $1,200 monthly from a part-time job. His needs would be $600, wants $360, and savings $240. He lives at home and pays $200 toward groceries and $100 for his phone and internet. Transportation is another $100, and school-related fees cost $150. His total needs are $550. That gives him a little flexibility. He spends $100 on entertainment, $100 on eating out, $60 on gaming, and $80 on social events. For savings, he sets aside $100 for emergencies and puts $140 toward his student loan interest while still in school. Even at a low income, the 50-30-20 rule gives Jordan structure and shows him the value of disciplined habits early. It simplifies decision-making. Instead of micromanaging every category, you are managing 3 big buckets. It builds awareness of how much you can actually afford to spend. It stops lifestyle creep because you always keep savings in the equation. And it offers flexibility. Your wants do not have to disappear to be responsible. You can still enjoy life without feeling guilty, as long as you stay within the limits. The rule is also a great way to reset your finances if you have been spending without a plan. If you're in debt or struggling, start by calculating your current spending and seeing where you are off balance. If your needs are taking up 70% of your income, maybe it is time to downsize your living situation or renegotiate bills. If your wants are consuming more than 30%, it is time for tough choices. And if your savings are under 20%, your future self is going to pay the price. The 50-30-20 rule is not just a budgeting technique. It is a mindset. It teaches you to live within your means, prepare for the future, and enjoy the present without guilt. It is flexible, realistic, and rooted in common sense. You do not need an accountant or a degree in finance to make it work. You just need consistency, self-awareness, and a willingness to be honest with yourself. Whether you earn $1,000 or $10,000 a month, the principles stay the same. If you follow them with discipline, you will find yourself in control of your money instead of your money controlling you. So take a look at your income. Break it into 50, 30, and 20. Adjust as needed, and start building a life that balances security, enjoyment, and freedom, one paycheck at a time.